friends, I just finished recording the first episode, but there are a few questions I wanted to ask before we get started. First of all, to start off, a disclaimer, this is a very long video, as you can tell, and I know that, and I just wanted to ask you, the viewers, if that's okay, if that's preferred. I don't know necessarily how long to make these videos, so let me know what your ideal video length is for a Let's Play like this one, or like Fire Red Omega. I'd be very interested to know. Second, I wanted to know if you like the layout, if you like the designs I've got going on. I know there are a couple things I need to fix in it, but if you guys would rather just watch the game and my webcam, or just watch the game without the webcam, let me know in the comment section also. I really would like to know that, as well as audio, and a moment to talk about the audio. Our episode's going to be very in-game dialogue heavy because Fire Emblem games tend to start out with a lot of exposition. They're very story-based. So I don't get to talk very much in this episode. In future episodes, if this game follows the Fire Emblem pattern, I will get to speak more, but I won't if you guys don't want me to. If for this sort of playthrough you don't want me to speak, let me know down in the comments, and I am more than happy to cut off the mic and just let you watch the game and enjoy it. But if you like my commentary, also let me know that. Alright, let's get into this. Hi friends, Quill here. Welcome to our first ever playthrough of Fire Emblem Three Houses. If you're excited for the series, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a moment of the action. Now, for those of you who have been following for a little bit, you know that this started as a stream over on Twitch, but it really wasn't working out, so we're going to go and restart it here and play through it. As you can see by the layout... Oh, I'm going to go ahead and skip this cinematic. We're going to talk for a second. Anyway, as you can see by the layout, we are sticking with the Black Eagles for this playthrough. The reason I'm skipping this cinematic specifically is because Intelligent Systems, who produces Fire Emblem, is really, really picky about who can and can't play their opening sequences. So we're just going to skip right past it. Look it up. It's amazing. Christy, that's if you're watching, that's the video I keep trying to show you. Alright, cool.
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Okay. Gonna be male by left.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
Alright, I'm just going to skip past because if you don't pick I'm Immortal, she interrupts you.
Must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Alright, and as tempting as it is to keep Byleth right there, because I think it's a cool name and it's canon, we are going to name ourselves Quill, as always. And it always wants me to keep that second L in there.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names.
Well, it's not a human name, so that's alright.
You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Alright, and I'm actually going to use my real birthday because why not? Engagement is fun.
Wow, wonders
The red
never
wolf
cease.
moon, that's neat.
It seems we
Red
share
fox.
our day of birth. How strange.
Oh wow, that's convenient. I actually don't know who she is at this point. I know her name.
Familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
She's gonna make me yawn.
Almost time to...
Almost, not quite. Alright. And now we're just gonna sit here and watch her sleep for a little bit. And then, there we go. Now we're moving on. Yeah, so... really excited to play this game. For those of you who don't know, we've been waiting on this for 2 years.
Time to wake up.
But,
Were you having that dream again?
I was dreaming about a young girl. Sounds creepy, it's not
You've described
in the
it to me
context.
before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. Battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed.
That's why I'm not a
time to
soldier.
get moving. Our Our next job is in
My
the
mind
kingdom.
wanders.
I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
And I am a morning person, so I'll say of course.
Oh, good grief.
Dad likes that.
Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Alrighty. Let's get
Please
into this.
forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch
There they are.
of
They're
kids
the
like
three
you
lords.
do this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the
There
way
aren't that
here.
many.
We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
In the future, I'm gonna switch to a screen that doesn't show my face just sitting there watching this happen. We're going to overwrite that save progress because we're not going to use it anymore. We're all YouTube right now. Speaking of which, don't miss my stream tomorrow on Monday at 8 p.m. I'm going to be streaming some Rocket League. So, for the first time ever. I've never played it before. So we'll see how that goes. A skirmish at dawn, prologue, an inevitable encounter. Okay.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village.
And now they're going to try to teach me how to
Take down the
play
enemies
Fire
from
Emblem.
first.
I played it
That should
before.
take the wind out of their sails.
Okay, perfect. I know how to play.
Stay
So we're going to go up here. We're just going to attack. Byleth guy could defend. Oh. And so our crest activated. That's awesome. Because we know we're going with Edelgard, we can just focus on her and Byleth. And down he goes.
Now you know your limits.
Alright, I know this. So there we go. We're going to keep Claude and Dimitri up close, but not quite in the action because we're not going to use them, so we don't want to level them up. And let me talk to Byleth.
We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
Okay. So those little hearts that popped up, that means that they grew closer. Their friendship
Protecting
increased.
ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
Yeah, forests in this game are really, really good. So you see up there in the top left corner, it shows the little running man. That means how much... So we're 30% more likely to avoid if we stand here, and we get one more defense than we normally would have. So we're going to go and wait there.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Okay, cool. And Byleth can go up ahead. We'll move Claude over here. And Dimitri's actually pretty good, but we won't get to use him this time through. Let's see how Edelgard holds up. See, that attack missed because we're standing in the woods. Oh wow. Okay, so now we can go ahead.
This is a fine opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
And I don't need to use combat arts, not right now. Combat arts just increase the attack damage or attack accuracy. Let's go ahead and talk with
You have a
Edelgard.
strange aura about you.
I've heard that
You
before.
say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Alright, there we go. And he's gone.
Well, how was that?
Ooh, we're already level 2. So this is going to be really great because we can go ahead and
Do it
start...
all.
Ugh, that was a bad level up. When we jump in, we'll be already ahead of the game. Alright, we're gonna go and attack. Awesome.
You fought well.
Alright, and we're going to go ahead and back up with these two. Sorry, that was my brother. He just walked through. Sorry about that. Oh, so close. Alright, but we are going to let Violet get the kill. Or Quill.
No hesitation.
Oh, and of course now we get the critical hit when he's at 1%.
That is that.
It's alright. It's alright.
Show me more.
Okay, perfect. And we'll let Claude and Dimitri just kind of follow up the bat. Edelgard will come up here. Do you have a Vulnerary? Yeah, perfect time to use it too.
Damn. Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
You bet. You betcha. Okay, let's see what we can do here, guys. Oh, Gerald's gonna come help us. Good. That's not good.
When an ally is nearby, the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Perfect. And then we're gonna move right here. And we're gonna go ahead and let them get on this action so that Edelgard can hit a little bit harder. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna kill you where you stand.
And I believe he uses... No, he doesn't use his time. Good. Man, we're gonna get to level 3. Alright, now Gerald, please go away. Alright, let's see how we're gonna kill. Okay, perfect. And there goes Costas. Ooh. That was a full level right there. That's a little bit better. A little bit better. We're not going to use magic on Edelgard at all. Oh, shoot.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the beginning.
Yeah, typical amnesia girl here. If you play Fire Emblem, you know the drill.
My name is Sothis, and I am also called the beginning.
I wonder what that means. I really don't know.
Who once called me that?
I mean, you just did. Sothis?
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name?
No, not ever.
Silly. That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
And then let's make her happy. And answer that question.
Correct. You understand.
I am less
You
than
threw
child.
yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Thank you.
There now.
Oh, I thought that would make her happy.
Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
What now?
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end.
Pleasant.
How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
Okay, so you're supposed to put this answer, but I am a college student, so I put this answer. I'll just stay here and wait to die.
By and watch that come to pass. Oh, but perhaps. Of course. I must turn back the hands of time.
Easy as,
Yes,
easy as that.
I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go. Yes, you who bears the flames within.
I love this music.
Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Hey, over here! Huh?
Hey, did you just...
No, there's Eloise.
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
It's me!
Why him?
Louis? Of course, Edelgard was the MVP. We'll see a lot of that here in a bit. We're gonna go ahead and save. How long? Okay, cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Captain Gerald? It is you. Goodness, it's been ages. Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garreg Mach Monestary. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
You betcha! He likes it when you say I'm a bandit.
Great sense of humor, this one.
Not really.
Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
I wish I could say no, just to see what would happen.
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
Knights of Seros. They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
Okay, I kind of like Sothis. She's a little bit whiny, but I kind of like her. Oh, in case you haven't noticed, the very beginning of this game is very, very wordy,
I appreciate
so I won't be
the
talking a
help.
whole bunch.
Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker?
Indeed.
Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
I didn't know he was a captain.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel.
I follow his voice actor on YouTube. He's hilarious.
At Garreg Mach Monestary. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because
Oh, sorry about that.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Ooh,
Oh,
Fire Emblem
Joe,
burn.
A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet? Or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
I love Edelgard so
In any
much.
case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors.
I love Claude. I love the three of them. They're all really great.
Niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
This decision really doesn't matter as far as I know. It might, but, I kind of feel like if I were in the Fire Emblem universe, I would be from the Western Alliance, so we're gonna pick that.
Is that right?
Even though it's not
The
best for
Alliance,
Edelgard,
I
but...
suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
my, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
I hope that they stay unique. Edelgard. She is a refined young woman. I feel as if she is always evaluating me. Dimitri seems quite sincere, but I sense a darkness lurking beneath. Spoilers, there is some darkness in all three of them. We find that out later. His easy smile doesn't reach his eyes.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping.
And there we go. Alrighty. We're not going to go too awful much longer, but we'll at least pick our house. Because that can go pretty quick now that I know what to do.
White clouds.
Let's,
Great tree moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodland, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodland, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodland and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodland in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garreg Mach Monestary.
Rhea's here.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I
Wasn't that a cinematic? My god. I love the cinematics in this game. The frame rate's really, really bad in the games, but they're beautiful. I guess you get to see the frames for longer, huh?
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
She gives people, including me, some really, really hardcore evil vibes.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodland are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seton. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence.
I do like your character design, though. I think she looks good.
So I see.
And I don't like
The
Seton.
miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I wonder if that comes back.
My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
Alright. We'll be nice. We'll be nice. Even though I don't think she is.
From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy.
You're welcome.
Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings.
I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must
Alois is kind of charming. I don't like him that much, but he's alright.
desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Just checking audio there for a second, friend. Sorry.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
As a mercenary, 'cause that's what I do.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers Academy, right? Well,
He just called the three
academy
lords
just
brats.
happens
I
to
love
be
it.
short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
Manuel is the ultimate fan service. Everyone loves her.
I don't know what she's thinking, making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Hint, hint.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
You can marry her, I believe, if you would like.
I look too pretty for that line of work, do I? But yes, when I'm not teaching, I can be found in the infirmary. If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit.
She's too much.
I'd love to.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine.
Well, I do
I'll
know.
you
I do know
a
pretty
favor
well,
and
but...
explain. The Officers Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard,
That's our house.
the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here.
How?
Certainly is a
How
promising
convenient.
year for the academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids.
There are some quirky
I'm
ones.
sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
I won't need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago?
I'm interested to know about the Great Fire. I hope they explain that.
With us as well. beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Seteth, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garreg Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Okay. I think now is the time when we get to go around and meet the leaders of each of the houses and pick one, and then we'll call it a day in terms of the episode. I'm only going to talk to... you have to talk to all three, but I'm only going to talk specifically to Edelgard about the different students because the other ones are a little bit irrelevant for this playthrough. We already know which house we're going through.
Of course. I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Sorry, I forgot to switch back over. What I was explaining was that I'm going to go ahead and not dwell so much on a bunch of the characters because, I mean, I don't want to waste a bunch of time on characters that we're not going to get to know. So I'm just going to kind of run around the monastery, finish the quest, and be done with it.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Like ours, we're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
On our playthrough of the Golden Deer route, which we will plan to do sometime, we will learn more about them, but for this one,
Yeah.
We're not going to.
Right.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
I love the
Of
names.
course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance.
Too
In
bad.
any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the blue lions catch your attention?
I'm gonna say yes just in case I need to. I don't think I do, but that'll save me from running all the way back there in case I do. We're gonna run back in here and talk to our homegirl.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire.
Oh,
I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresberg. I am the
Love the
princess and heir
names.
apparent of the Adrastian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles.
I will.
I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
And I'm gonna go ahead and sit through all of these because they're gonna be our characters. We're gonna spend 60 to 80 hours with them, so we might as well get to know them, huh?
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant even. But there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Drestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
I'm gonna go out there and tell you what I plan to do with all these characters. Edelgard, I'm not going to do it because she has some classes that it spoils you if I tell you. But Hubert, I can tell you.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Hubert is one of the best units on the Black Eagles. His magic set is huge. I tend to make him a Dark Knight.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Iron, which produces Adrastia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
Alright, and Ferdinand is going through Cavalier to get to Great Knight eventually.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping.
Me too.
If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Alright, and he is going to be a Holy Knight later on in the playthrough.
He's the second son of Count Bergles. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's
I like
overly
Casper.
energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Casper ended up being a really good character in the stream run also. Next, Bernadetta. I love Bernadetta's character, but I don't like her as a fighter. Casper, by the way, is going to be a War Master, and Bernadetta here.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry. I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Good, thanks, Edelgard. She's going to be a Bow Knight, pretty obvious. Dorothea, this one's a tricky one.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Dorothea is one of those characters that I love how she fights, and I love her character development also. So she's probably one of my favorites in the Black Eagles. And she's going to be a Gremory.
To the west of Fodland is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
I love Petra also. She is going to be a Wyvern Lord.
I appreciate your effort.
Alright, cool. So now... This episode's getting kind of long, sorry. Alright, let's return.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned
It's really, really well laid out, and
I suppose it is
the
time
characters
for
are
you to
great.
take
I love it.
charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Alrighty. As you well know, we are going to pick the Black Eagles in this playthrough, and I am going to go ahead and put on my little pin.
Correct?
Oh, yes we do. My Black Eagles
Your
pin.
heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
There we are.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodland's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Oh, I do.
Brother? Oh,
There's
I'm
Flame.
so
I love
sincerely
Flame.
Sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Flame's so nice.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress.
And it's actually pretty difficult.
We will be
Not
using
gonna
this
lie.
battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Alright, I hope it lets us save soon. Maybe now? No,
Wait,
okay.
so
Let's meet the house.
Professor is you? I
Yep.
didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
She just turns around. Bye, Bernadetta.
Sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
I love how they ask you as if you have an option.
I will take great joy from your teachings.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut.
You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut. Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
Professor,
I like her.
I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student. That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book. Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about?
That sounds good. I might get a cup of tea for the next episode. And then Heart's asleep, of course.
I know we all agreed to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
And they're gonna fight.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
In the words of Demon Attalus,
Not normally
Hubert
this
is a beast.
rowdy. I do hope you can manage, Professor.
Awesome. save. Okay, perfect. We're going to load. Regardless, I think this is where I'm going to cut it off today. So I just want to note in the comment section, if you've made it this far, let me know if you're getting the game or if you've already gotten it, which house that you went with. Obviously, we went with Black Eagles, but I think all the houses are really, really great. Tell me what you're most excited about in our house, who your favorite our characters are, and other than that, make sure you hit like, subscribe, follow the social medias, and other than that, my friends, see you next time.